Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of the 3 Count. I am War Machine MJ. That is Rodimus Prime. Still an improvement, I must say.
No, looks terrible still.
That's Mainstream Malcolm. Well, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
We are the 3 Count Mafia. And we're going to talk about Raw and Smackdown for this week. Since we're a week removed from Survivor Series. Yeah, Survivor Series is next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know.
What the fuck?
And then TLC. And then we start all over next year with the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
What, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's going to be cool, though? We're going to have our first NXT show outdoors.
Nice.
Cool.
What, War Games?
No, not War Games.
No, I'm talking about the takeover for Royal Rumble.
Oh!
Where's Royal Rumble at the, next year?
It's going to be at the stadium where the Arizona Diamondbacks play.
Okay.
Oh, so that stadium.
Yeah.
That casino stadium.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be Takeover Arizona.
Yeah. Take over Phoenix, yeah.
Takeover Phoenix, there we go.
Yeah.
I didn't know what, that's why I was asking. Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
city is it in?
Yeah, it's takeover Phoenix.
Yeah, it's in Phoenix Splash. There we go.
Splash.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, but yeah, we're recording this on the 21st anniversary of the Montreal Screwjob.
I like how it's Chris Jericho's birthday, too.
It is, but that's purely coincidental.
And Pete Dunne's birthday.
Again, coincidental.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that Pete Dunne is as old as I am.
How old is he? 25?
25.
25.
He's just like he's one less, he's your age, right?
I'm about to be 26.
Yeah, in like a few weeks. Several weeks from now.
A little over a month.
Yeah.
But yeah. But today is the 21st anniversary of the Screwjob, one of the most controversial and one of the most infamous moments in professional wrestling.
It was basically the hugest dick move in wrestling history.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Nash still thinks it's a work.
You sure that was a work?
I don't know, because some people still think it's a work. Some people still think it's a shoot. That's been like 20-something years ago.
If it was a work, they would have capitalized on it now.
I think it's a shoot because
It's legitimately a shoot.
it's a shoot, yeah. Because I feel like Vince McMahon. That's the way Vince McMahon got back on Bret Hart.
Yeah.
No.
No.
It wasn't a get back. Vince was paranoid that Brett was going to leave for WCW. Well, that's how Simon Miller says it.
WCW.
But he was paranoid that he was going to jump ship with the world title.
Yeah.
So he said okay to Brett about not dropping it in Canada, but said, oh God, what if he does it? We're going to screw him out of the title.
Yeah, because there's a few DVDs that I got that Brent's even talked about it. Like, I think it was like the Monday before Survivor Series.
Yeah.
He said they were in Detroit or somewhere.
Yeah.
And Vince wanted him to drop the belt on that show. He was like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in Montreal. And Triple H even talked about it. They, like when him, Shawn, and Vince met up and shit like that, Triple H was like, fuck that. If he's not going to do business, we'll do it for him.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, Triple H said that.
No, Brett said he wasn't going to drop the belt in Canada.
In Canada.
Canada, yeah. That's where Survivor Series was.
I mean, I know.
That's where he's from too.
Yeah. He said he was going to drop the belt after Survivor Series, but not on, in Canada.
That's my fucking hell.
But yeah, no, that's legitimately a shoot because he spat in Vince's face and later he just decked him.
Yeah. And remember, Vince got on Raw the next night and said, Vince didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed Brett. And he had a big old shiner on his face.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for that moment, we would never have had heel McMahon.
Right.
We would have had boring-faced McMahon like this that talks about everything like this.
And dancing and singing Tutti Frutti.
Instead of being poison. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a biopic coming out about
It is.
Yeah.
about the Screwjob. What Culture did their fan casting. I didn't pay it much attention.
Well, oh well.
Oh, well,
There was a porn parody about the Screwjob.
No.
A what?
No.
A
No,
porn?
that's legit.
No, we're not entertaining this. No, no.
That is legit, I swear.
No, we're going straight to Raw.
So that's how they won it, Raw.
Oh. Oh my God, I'm done.
I can't be mad at you because that's clever. Anyway, let's move on to Monday Night Raw.
Oh man,
The show. Were you cueing any more smart ass comments?
no, because I jumped right into that. You led me right into that.
What about the lube though?
About what?
The lube.
We're done.
We're done. Let's talk about the show.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
we kicked off the show with all the Raw locker room on the ramp, Baron Corbin in the ring, security, in front of the ring saying, "Hey, I'm team captain of Team Raw at Team Survivor Series. Hey."
Hey, he sound like dumb idiot. Glad I missed that.
But anyway, he said even though he's I think he said even though he's team captain, he's not going to wrestle because he's going to manage the team or something to that effect.
Team manager, pretty much.
I think so.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, he named his first three team members, which was Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman. And he said, the reason why Braun Strowman isn't out here is because he wants to beat me up.
No shit, Sherlock.
Then he went to announce who's going to captain the women's team, which is Little Miss Bliss. She looked fun in that business casual.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it makes sense that she's team captain, considering
She's injured.
apparently she's concussed.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Quick question before you move on. Who do you think she'll pick for her team? If you could guess right now, who do you think?
Her
Mickey James and Alicia Fox are going to be on that team.
I was gonna say that.
I know it won't be Sasha because they don't like each other in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Her.
Well, they keep it cordial as far as business, but a lot of people say they don't like each other in real
Bliss
life.
and Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha will probably make the team, considering Alexa Bliss is not going to be in the match.
Mm-hmm.
But
We'll see.
I'd say
I can tell when Bliss came by through that line.
yeah,
I saw Sasha just looking at this. Yeah.
she just kind of side-eyed her a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to guess, I'd say that the rest of the team's going to be baby faces, because it's sure as hell not going to be the Riot Squad.
Because they're gonna get eaten up again.
You mean Job Squad 2.0?
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well call them that.
We'll get to them in a minute. Anyway, Alexa Bliss did not name who her teammates were going to be. She was going to make a match, but then she got interrupted by... No, Kurt Angle.
Oh, right.
First it was Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Because he said, you're not going to be... He pointed at Corbin, said, you're not going to be team captain. I'm going to be team captain. Let's have a match tonight to determine official team captain.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Baron Corbin said, yeah, I'll do it. And Alexa Bliss was about to make another match, or was about to make her match again. Then she got interrupted by Braun, who proceeded to part the sea of locker room guys and punt kick the fuck out of one of the security guards.
I saw that. He just fucking
Sparta kicked.
Sparta kicked him into the 10th row.
Yeah.
And just beat the fuck out of the enhancement security team.
The legit job squad.
The legit job squad who gets paid to get beat up and beat security guards.
Yeah. Then he, then he starts the whole arc of the show, which is, I'm going to chase Baron Corbin from point A to point B to point C to point D to gone.
Yep.
So that's all that was. Anyway, turn the phone back on. Next up we had, oh, dear God,
What?
this 6-woman tag team match. It was Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya
All that same shit.
against the Job Squad.
Now, I did see that match. Well, most of the show I missed except the main event.
Oh, I actually saw that match. Yeah.
I did see where Ruby broke Natalia's dad's glasses.
Well, okay, yeah, that's how the match ended. No contest.
And she like legit cried. I could tell that was real.
The story going into the match was Natalia was carrying her dad's famous pair of sunglasses to the ring, for good luck. When they were just a cheap pair of Ray-Bans.
I mean, it really can't be his glasses. I don't know.
They might be.
It might be.
No.
No.
If that memento was really precious to her, no, they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, like I said, you could tell she was like legit hurt by that shit.
Yeah.
Because Sasha and Bailey came to her aid. And,
But that ending was tasteless.
Yeah.
It was a bad taste. Not to mention it was stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
That was fucked up, though.
About as stupid as a football game ending in a tie.
Especially in the NFL.
Yeah. Next
soccer.
Well, that's normal.
I was about to say, who cares about soccer?
Or hockey.
That's normal too. There. That's understandable.
I'm just saying.
Nobody really cares about hockey. They just care about the fights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we had Apollo Crews defeating Jinder Mahal. Bright side of the list, they're doing something with Apollo Crews.
Thank God.
Yeah, I've read something where they're going to start using him more.
Which is good.
Yeah, they need to. Because he's very good.
He is.
Unlike that other guy who held the title for 6 months.
Yeah.
Let that sink in, people.
The modern day Maha racist.
The modern day Maha Jobber.
Anyway, next up we had Seth Rollins coming out there and just basically talking about Dean Ambrose doing his Dean Ambrose shtick.
Yeah.
He even said, he even pointed out he looks ridiculous holding all 3 belts.
He does.
Yeah. But Seth freaking Rollins, so we'll forgive him.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin said, okay, you're defending your titles against these guys.
AOB.
Seth Rollins put up a very good fight.
Before you move on, remember when Miz was like the unified tag team champion, he was the U.S. champ, how ridiculous he looked with those belts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get Rollins' point.
But then again, the unified belts were stupid because they were two they were 2 sets of belt booked as one.
What?
Yes. Yeah. They had the WWE Tag Team and the World Tag Team.
That's stupid.
Yeah, and I remember the Colognes beat Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania for those belts. On the pre-show.
Yeah, and then we had Jericho and then Show Miz.
Yeah.
Oh my dear God.
But continue.
Anyway, Seth Rollins put up a valiant effort, but AOP beat him. And you know what? Let's all give ourselves a pat on the back because we literally talked about Bar versus AOP last time.
Yeah. At least it's not like the Revival.
I don't know. I'd say Revival would put on a good showing.
Not after the way they've been booked this year? Hell no.
Okay, if you ignore the way they've been booked.
Which is bullshit.
It is.
Now, AOP versus the Bar at Survivor Series, that's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
The bar.
Too bad AOP's got an action figure at ringside, while the Bear has a giant.
Yeah.
You think Big Show and Drake Maverick will probably do something?
Probably.
Yeah, Big Show's going to fucking squash him.
Big Show's just going to run after him saying, fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yeah.
I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Pretty much.
Next up we had Elias
Mustafa Ali.
taking on Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was just kind of whining and complaining, saying, oh, Shane beat me. He screwed me out of being the best in the world.
Yeah.
And Elias sang him a little song. Then Elias beat him.
Mm-hmm. I actually saw that match too.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Next up we had really awkward set of segments back to back. First off, we had Ronda, basically responding to what Becky said last week, which she was great. It's fantastic.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah. Well, I would say awkward. Like she started clowning on the fact that Becky was doing odd jobs before she became a wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ronda was basically saying, "Oh, I was being bred for MMA and Olympics and shit."
And judo stuff.
Yeah. Then it got awkward because Nia Jax came out there.
Oh.
And she said, "You're talking about Becky, but don't forget I'm here, something to that effect. It was really awkward.
It's weird.
Oh Lord.
And then Ember Moon comes out, and WWE once again ran a vignette about, oh, hey, we're doing charity work with this Girl Up organization.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is nice, but they kept doing it during Evolution, so.
Just making one
As if we
slap you
don't-
in the face.
Yeah, as if we don't see that shit enough. I mean, it's cool, but
The first time around, it's nice. It's, you know, you're just like, okay, they're doing some charity work. The second time around, it's just,
Shut the fuck up.
it's like they punch you in the face with these charity commercials. We get it already.
no, they're not. They're not punching you in the face. They're showing you their dick.
No, I don't want to see that.
They're like, hey, look at us. We're doing charity work. Look at our dicks. Charity work.
Charity dick.
Charity works make us hard. Makes us hard. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
then when we get back to commercial, Ember Moon versus Nia Jax.
Oh my god.
Once again,
Squish.
awkward. Because it was decent for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Nia Jax defeated Ember Moon. Then Tamina came out there. Two of them had a stare down over a prone Ember Moon. And then they just take turns beating up Ember Moon.
So basically, Nia Jax turned heel. I saw that as I was seeing the results. And then basically, it was a family embrace.
Okay, let me ask you this, because you were shitting on a feud between them last time. Is this better or worse than a feud?
Worse, because I don't care. I mean, listen, okay, for the record, nothing against Nia or Tamina. I just don't care for this shit. I'm just saying, I just don't care for it.
What would it take you to be on board with this, even by like a tiny percent?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Could it be tag team titles?
If they're booked properly for those belts and they give them a nice little run, yeah, I'll jump on board. But other than that, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm just being honest. Like, again, no offense to them,
Yeah.
you know, but I just don't care.
You don't give a fuck.
Next up, we had Bob Lashley
Bobby
defeating
Lashley.
Finn Balor. I didn't pay attention to this match at all.
I think Bobby lost.
Listen,
Bobby won.
Yeah.
I
listen,
forget how.
we need to call Monday Night Raw Monday Night Wash, Rinse, and Repeat because it's the same matches every week.
I know, right? It's
The
bullshit.
same-
It's the same shit, bro.
I would be embarrassed to be on creative. I'd
That's
be
why
like,
we-
look, man, I'm tired of scripting these same matches every week. Come up with something different.
The same shit.
Well, this-
almost every week, bro.
Yeah, because this rivalry is like fucking going nowhere.
It's
Golly.
not really, but what can you do with Bobby Lashley given the state that he's in? He's got one or both separated shoulders.
He's got one.
He's got a separated shoulder. There's not much he can do.
Okay, I understand that. So then you have to keep doing the same thing. But if he's perfectly healthy, like I said, this rivalry is going nowhere.
And
Nowhere.
something Steven Larson pretty much pointed out, second week into this rivalry, these two guys have good chemistry.
They do. I'll give them that. They do.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I just wish they actually do something with him.
again, if he was healthy, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
Brock
he didn't have
Lesnar wasn't here.
Yeah.
If he wasn't here, unfortunately, he's gonna be here to fucking WrestleMania. Fuck.
Of next year, not this coming WrestleMania.
Wait. What?
Wait. Is when you said his contract, was it 2019 or 2020 WrestleMania?
Next year, 2019 wrestling.
Okay.
Okay, thank God.
All right, that's not as long. Made me think that we were stuck with Brock Lesnar
For like a whole fucking another year.
for a year and some change.
No.
I'm gonna say, dude, if we had him to 2020, I would not watch WWE.
At least not Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I watch SmackDown still.
Yeah, because I was about to say by 2020, SmackDown is going to be on Fox.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be the A show this time.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a show. It's not going to be a show, B show. It's going to be a show and a show.
Yeah.
Before we get to the main event, fucking segment of the night.
Oh dear God, what is it?
Baron Corbin was set up shop in like supply room, where they store like excess crap like napkins, food, all that shit.
And wasted talent.
Oh, good one. Good one. Yeah, good one.
Really good.
That was great. Yeah.
Let's high five each other on that one. Anyway,
Yeah, it's Matt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
and Charlie Caruso was there giving an interview, and she basically She basically leaked where Baron Corbin was, and he's like, "Why are you doing this? Why did you leak my whereabouts?" Then movie monster Braun Strowman kicks down the door.
Oh shit.
Just yeah, it's great. And then before the main event, Baron Corbin is interviewed once again by Charlie Caruso. You know, she's like, "Well, what about your match before? What about your match against Kurt Angle tonight?" He's like, I can't make it. I got to go somewhere else. Drew McIntyre's my replacement." And that leads to our main event: Drew McIntyre versus Kurt Angle. If Drew McIntyre won, Baron Corbin was still team captain.
Yeah, but before that, McIntyre Claymored Finn Balor.
Oh yeah.
After he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he helped up Finn Balor and then Claymored him.
Yeah. And then Lash should make a move, but Leo Rush told him, "Nah, let's get out of here."
But don't even worry about it.
We get it, Drew McIntyre, you're heel. Make this man champion already.
He needs to be champion. He should have been champion by now.
Well, he was a tag team champion, but as far as Universal Champion, make that man Universal Champion.
Okay.
Now.
Tag team champion, that was good for getting his foot back in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, his foot put his foot in the water again just to test it out.
Yeah. Well, main roster standpoints.
Yeah, just get him ready.
Yeah. But I didn't watch this match, but from what I heard, Drew McIntyre just embarrassed the shit out of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle came out hot, and he was getting on him, but then McIntyre just took over and said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, he won with Kurt's move, the ankle lock.
Yeah.
That's pretty much his
embarrassment.
Just
fuck.
Beat the shit out of him and embarrassed him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You got fucked.
He did.
I kind of thought Kurt Angle was going to win that match.
You kind of figured.
Yeah, I thought he.
Oh yeah, but then McIntyre just like, "Fuck you, you're not gonna win. I'm better than you."
He pretty much punked out a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah. At least he didn't. At least Kurt Angle didn't get Sparta kicked like that one security guard at the top of the night.
Lord.
Boom! It was like a shotgun blast.
If that happened, Kurt probably wouldn't get up as old as he is.
Well, Kurt would get up. He's in tremendous shape.
Well, his body's not what it used to be 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Steven Larson or Solid Monster saying, Kurt Angle's not what he used to be in like TNA, his early WWE days. Because his body's kind of broke down a bit.
Not to mention, compare now to then.
Yeah.
He's cleaner now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, athletic
better,
wise.
stronger, all that stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, his last WWE run, his Impact run, he was still, dealing with painkillers and addiction issues.
Yeah.
That's why he kept putting on great performances, is because, he had some help.
Yeah.
Some help.
But good thing he's clean now, and he's a better Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Next, we move to Smackdown, where we kicked off the show with the best in the world.
Oh.
Listen, just because you chant best in the world does not mean CM Punk wants to come back.
Speaking of Punk,
Omega is the best in the world. So
no, Jericho is in the best in the world at what he does.
Right.
And Omega just number one in the world.
And speaking of Punk, he's now going to do commentary for MMA.
For
MMA company.
Yeah, for one of UFC's affiliates.
Yeah.
But so far, I just heard it's for that one
match
event.
Yeah, it's like December 15th or something.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything else.
3 days before your birthday.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about a next fight for him. I wonder if he's really done with UFC.
He don't need to do no more fights because he got his ass kicked.
Twice.
Yeah. But kudos to him for doing what he wanted to do.
I mean, kudos for getting his foot in the water, but I don't think it was smart, as old as he is, jumping headfirst into it.
Yeah, I mean, he just turned 40 not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, continue.
Anyway, but we kicked off the show with Shane O'Mac and England's own Paige.
Oh my gosh, she looks so sexy.
Oh yes! Woo! Paige is so hot.
Anyway,
oh yeah.
Shane addressed the whole best in the world thing. He just said, "No, I don't want to be called that. I want it for the SmackDown locker room. I want it for the guys in the back."
I guess that's okay.
It was kind of humble, but
You can say it's kind of bullshit.
Eventually, he's gonna let it slip one time, and he's gonna be like, "I like the sound of that. I'm just gonna ride it out." That heel turn's a coming.
Seems like it's coming already.
Anyway, see, what happened next? Because there was a lot of talking in this bit. Oh yeah, he introduced the the men's team captain, Daniel Bryan. Yes, man.
Deep right.
But all that yes was sucked out of the room because the Miz showed up.
It's the face heel. I mean, the face Miz. Face Miz?
I'm trying to debate whether or not a face Miz would be good right now.
I
Cause
said it would because his last run was fucking boring.
it's too early right now. Cause
So in betweener, pretty much.
kinda.
Yeah, he's a tweener right now.
Anyway, he basically said, he didn't fight through 3 matches and got, unceremoniously removed from the match for nothing. He wants to be team captain. He put in the time, he put in the effort. Shannon Mack said, okay, you make a good point. Immediately starts, counseling with Paige. Like right there in front of the 2 guys, and they look like idiots, just standing there.
I mean, you're right here. We're right here, guys.
Yeah. They come back and say, okay, what we decided is you're going to be co-captains.
Oh my god.
And you're getting your own sitcom.
Nigga.
Actually, I would watch that.
Them two just beating the shit out of each other?
No, this like a sitcom between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. I'd watch that shit. It'd be
I
funny.
would
Have them and their family just like competing?
No. Just the 2 of them. They're roommates. They're wacky roommates.
Oh my god. I can see that happening.
I would watch that.
I would
When
actually
they
watch
get
that.
mad at each other, just like one, like just powerbomb the other on the fucking table somewhere.
You got the ultra arrogant, flashy guy. Then you got the humble vegan, Wacky.
Why don't I have any meat in the refrigerator? Because I'm a vegan.
Because meat is
Yes.
cruelty. Well, I need meat. I need proteins. Soy cube?
No, Brian, you don't get it. I need real meat.
Anyway, but after they go to the commercial and come back, they're doing a backstage segment where Miz and Daniel Bryan are just like, oh, I don't like you, but we're going to get along kind of deal. And so Miz, trying to gain favor, he says, my first pick for our team, Shane McMahon.
Oh,
Nigga.
And Shane's sitting there, he's like, Miz, I don't have time for you kissing ass. Daniel goes, you know what? I agree with that. Then that started the whole running arc about the episode,
Is Miz kissing ass?
where Miz and Daniel Bryan continue to point out how awkward it is that they're on the same page. Because, Daniel says, I agree with that. Shane says, okay, I'm on the team. Miz goes, well, thanks for backing me up, Daniel. Daniel's like, no problem. This is awkward.
And they know they just don't like each other.
They just walked off. Next up, we had a killer match.
before you get
Yeah, talk about it.
that shit sounded like a whole fucking episode in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It sounded like a whole 30-minute show in 5 minutes.
That was awkward.
That was awkward. Continue.
Next up, we had a killer match.
Which I missed.
And, okay, this is ridiculous. It was team captain for the tag team division elimination match
What?
at Survivor Series.
Okay.
Oh, I saw this shit. What the fuck?
It's ridiculous, but this match was straight up killer.
Sounds confusing.
It was 2 members of the New Day versus the Usos. These two teams can never have a bad match.
Have they ever? Well, yeah.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. To answer your question, back when Usos were face and wearing face paint, that's when they put on a bad match.
I mean, they were good then, but they were just like, eh.
Boring.
Yeah, because their
Yeah.
face dynamic was boring.
It
The
was.
whole dancing face paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing they switched their style up.
But this
Sweet.
match was so killer. Like, okay. Compared, it's like half as good as that Thunder Bastards match at Hello Wembley. Oh, that match was so good.
Yeah, we just got through watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
But, Usos put down the New Day. They're the tag team division team captains of the tag team elimination match at Survivor Series. What?
Usos won that?
Usos won that. And they ended it by saying, you know what? Real recognizes real. You guys are on the team.
You're on my team.
I really don't know what to think about that because that whole dynamic just sounds stupid.
It does. I mean, they're trying way too hard for Survivor Series. Not to mention, you know, how are they going to do a 5-man team?
How would you even do that?
Well, the tag team division as a whole in WWE sucks, especially on Monday Night Raw. So who are you going to get for your Raw tag team? The Revival?
Revival.
ALB.
No.
No.
They're taking a bar.
Right.
Mini-Me and Chad Gable and Bobby Roode?
Oh, God, no.
That fucking team is trash.
Chad Gable had a robe made and it said victorious. Can they please kill that gimmick?
We had that?
I guarantee
It was a .com exclusive.
Oh, God.
I guarantee you, Raw's tag team, I take that back. I'm predicting that Raw's tag team will be the Revival and Lucha House Party.
Yeah, Stephen Larson, we're speculating that that's why they were brought up.
Because
Straight trash.
The whole tag team thing.
Yeah.
Straight trash.
Who do you think SmackDown's going to be like? New Day?
Well, if they go with that, it's going to be New Day Usos. That's your 5 guys right there.
Versus
Was it
Lucha
a
Power
505
Rangers.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. I think SmackDown's going to win in general anyways. Because, you know, the Raw, if they're going to have Lucha, or the Loser House Party. If,
No, it's
You
the
almost said
Lucha,
Lucha Underground.
it's the Lucha Power Rangers.
Yeah. Because the Lucha Power Rangers and them two, the other two, Bobby Roode and...
Well, he said Revival in Lucha.
Oh, okay. Revival and Lucha?
Yeah. Just sounds like
I think they're going to lose to Usos and New Day. I feel like they're going to get fucked on real quick.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, going into all this.
Yeah.
So we'll just see how the field plays out. We have a week to go.
It was just crazy because I thought it would be... I don't know what the fuck's going on. It came out so fast.
Yeah, it's like me thinking that that Thanksgiving is this coming week.
I swear, working at Walmart is so weird because it makes time go by fast.
It's not really Walmart. It's just night shift in general.
I know, it just makes time go fast as hell, and just I guess just me sleeping a lot during the day. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, we got about a week to go until Survivor Series.
About a week ago,
No, a week to go.
Week to go.
About a week to go.
About a week to go. Week to go.
There you go.
it was all good just a week ago.
Next up, we had Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Sexalicious Becky Lynch, yes.
She's the man.
She's the man.
The man.
Anyway,
Yeah.
she responded to Rhonda's response. God, that sounds stupid just saying it.
Ronda's response.
Because it's a response to a response to a response. Stupid. Anyway,
That guy's corny as fuck.
where was I at?
You're talking about how she responded.
Oh yeah.
To her,
Basically saying, you know, okay, fine. I worked a lot of jobs, and you were bred for, you know, MMA, but you were simply chosen. I worked for it.
ooh,
Which,
ooh.
good point.
Yeah?
Your rebuttal, Miss Rousey. Anyway, Becky Lynch said, you know what? I'm fired up. Someone, come fight me. Who wants their arm broken? Who wants their arm ripped off? Sanity's music hits. And everybody's thinking, well, they're thinking, what's going on? Are they going to beat her up? And who the fuck are these guys?
I forgot they were even there.
Yeah. I
forgot about Sandy.
Yeah, that's how much they use them. Like,
Damn, well, I forgot who they are now at this point.
But,
Oh!
I'll clean up a little bit. Anyway, but they parted ways. Out comes Wifey Cross.
yeah, I saw that.
She made her SmackDown debut.
My baby! Oh!
And lost in 5 minutes.
Oh.
I
Now, if she went against Lana or something, then yeah, no problem.
She should have won, though, on her debut match.
I know, though.
I get that you can't book Becky weak leading up to Survivor Series. I get it. She's got to be at the top of her SmackDown game.
If you want to, like, and debut somebody. Just debut with some local jobber at least.
Hey, remember, Tyler Breeze debuted on Raw his first night and lost.
So?
I'm just saying, I'm using that as an example.
Yeah, but the fans love the hell out of Nikki Cross.
Exactly.
And we love her too.
So she shouldn't be. She shouldn't have been wasted. But she did put on a good showing. Just kind of wish she had won.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Anyway, next up. Oh, that was next up on the results page.
Oops.
Yeah. Next up, Daniel Bryan says that he picks his next. He picks the next team member, Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka.
And Miz starts clowning about. He's like, "You pick Rey? What has he done lately? You know, just because he showed back up." Daniel Bryan's like, "Well, he beat Shinsuke Nakamura.
Facts.
He beat you.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
All facts, son.
So Miz is like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'll let you have this. But we're gonna be democratic about the next one, about our last pick. You're gonna pick a guy. I'm gonna pick a guy. They're gonna face off. Winner gets on the team. By demographic, he means a fight to the death.
Fight to the death.
You know what? That's how we should determine our presidents from now on. Two people square off. The loser dies. The winner becomes president. The strong survive.
You know, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like hand to hand or just like weapons all across everywhere.
It don't matter as long as somebody dies and the last one is standing becomes president. I don't give a fuck.
You know what? That'd be great. Just do it.
Anyway.
Just do it.
But
Do it.
speaking of Rey Mysterio, we had another killer match between Rey Mysterio and Andrade Cien Almas.
Yes.
This match was so good.
I heard how great it was.
But Rey Mysterio won. You know, he won with a 619 and he dropped the dime. All great.
That splash.
And then he got RKO'd. Out of nowhere.
Damn.
Don't know what Randy's deal is, but Randy.
Why?
Anyway, then Miz is, backstage in front of Mater. Daniel Bryan confronts him about it. He's like, "Did you tell Randy Orton to go RKO Rey Mysterio?" He's like, "Why? He RKO'd me last week. If I try talking to him, I'm just going to get awkward stares." It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we had the Smackdown women's team for Survivor Series.
Okay.
So Paige came out there. She announced Carmella,
Good.
Naomi,
Cool.
Sonya Deville, who looked absolutely delighted to be picked.
She's just looking like, I'm happy to be here.
She's like, "I'm tough girl, but thank God for picking me."
Thank
You
you.
know, I was
for
not
noticing me.
I was not expecting that.
She came out here.
Now
happy as
Carmella
fuck.
and Naomi,
That's understandable.
yeah, that's understandable. But Sonya Deville, I was not expecting her to be.
She was so happy about it. She's like,
Oh yeah, and Asuka was there too. So
oh, you forgot about her.
no, I was gonna say Asuka, but
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
but Rod said what he said. So, and Paige tried to reveal that Charlotte's the team leader.
I mean, Charlotte's like, I don't care.
There was no Charlotte. Charlotte didn't show up.
Out came Mandy Rose. Now I did see the highlight of that. She came out there. She was very disgusted with the fact that she wasn't picked.
She was savage to everybody. She clowned Asuka for coming up short and losing her losing streak. She clowned Carmella for having a short title run, which, in Carmella's defense, at least she had a title run.
Ooh.
Because that's what Carmella said as Mandy Rose walked away. She's like, "At least I had a title reign."
Ooh.
And then Naomi, she said,
Well, she clowned Sonya Deville first. She said, "Really? You're going to pick Sonya over me? I mean, no offense, but I did eliminate Sonya in that Battle Royal."
fact.
Yeah?
And then she got to Naomi, which, ooh.
Yeah, she said, is anyone feeling the glow like your husband Jimmy? And she just looked at her like, "Bitch, you gonna mention my husband?" and fucking punched her in the face.
And they threw hands.
And Sonya says, "Square up and put your hair up."
Wasn't any hair up. There was some hair almost snatched bald.
Oh, I'm just saying. But yeah.
Naomi got some locks though.
Yeah.
Anyway, that led us to our main event. Oh right, we had AJ Styles talking about how it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. He's going to beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series.
You're gonna get fucked.
And Shinsuke talked about how he's gonna beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he's going to give him a greeting from Naka America. Need to face.
His title run has been so
Lackluster.
trash.
It's not really his fault though.
It's not. They haven't been using him.
It's not his fault, but still,
It's just WWE being stupid. And not
it's
doing
just
anything
trash.
I think he'll have a killer match with Rollins at Survivor Series.
I'm looking forward to that match.
It's gonna be a good match, but I don't know who will win though. I mean, I think Seth Rollins gonna win, but then again, you gotta worry about Dean Ambrose kind of ruining it for him.
Yeah, I was about to say there's the unstable factor that is Dean Ambrose.
So I think Nakamura's gonna win that match.
Yep.
That's if Dean Ambrose comes out there and fucks it up for Rollins. So.
I'm gonna wait till SmackDown goes off air before I start making my predictions.
Yeah, well, I'm not predicting it. But
I'm just saying, like, you know, before I get locked in somewhere, I'm just gonna say, okay.
Locked in.
Yeah. Our main event: Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, winner gets on the men's team.
And it was a good match. It was alright.
It was all right. It was all right, by Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe standards. It was all right.
It was alright.
Compared to the other matches on the card,
It was man. But you had Miz out there and Diane Bryan just watching them, seeing them wrestle and shit.
yeah, they were clowning each other. But yeah, Samoa Joe beat Jeff Hardy. I think he coquina clutched him.
I think so.
Yeah, he coquina clutched Jeff Hardy, made him tap.
After he won, he came out to Diane Bryan.
He stood in front of Daniel Bryan and started rubbing his chest.
And he had his crotch like on his face, and Daniel was like, "Oh my god, get away from me!" And then Daniel Bryan got mad and just punched him in the face and shit.
Yeah. Well, no, Daniel Bryan punched Joe in the face.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, they start brawling in the ring. He locks in the yes lock, and The Miz
Just stopped him.
pulls Daniel Bryan off, tries to get him to come to his senses. What are you doing? What are you doing? Daniel Bryan punches Miz. Shane comes out there and says, "Stop it, stop it." He gets judo thrown.
Yeah.
So
and Miz and Shane was like, "What happened? What?"
So could it be that SmackDown is going to pull out that weird triple turn? We have Shane go heel, Daniel Bryan go heel, and Miz go face.
That'd be so fucking weird.
It would be.
Oh my god.
I'd actually accept that.
Not to mention a heel Daniel Bryan is kind of a waste.
And weird. And fucked.
Yeah.
And everything between.
What if it was a waste last time, but it actually turns out to be something spectacular?
Okay, the last time they did heel Daniel Bryan, it was good. He was arrogant because he got a cheap win.
Yeah.
Where he cashed in on Big Show. And then lost the belt in 20 seconds at WrestleMania.
Oh my god.
Remember when they tried to turn him heel when he tag teamed with Kane, but they ended up being baby faces?
That was fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Team hell no.
No.
Yes.
No.
That was the one time where a therapy bit actually was hilarious. It hit its mark.
Yeah. Not what that.
The one time.
The one time. One time.
Why?
And they tried to bring the same therapist back for Sasha and Bailey.
It was stupid as fuck and unnecessary.
It was painful.
It hurt my feelings.
About as painful as Bailey, This Is Your Life.
Oh, God.
That was like death. That was like dead on arrival.
Actually, I think, I want to say the therapy bit was worse than This Is Your Life.
Okay.
Here's my reasoning. You know the you ain't shit part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They had so much potential.
But they fucked it up the next week.
And they just crashed that train. In 1 week, they crashed it. Where Bliss and Bailey was going absolutely nowhere prior to This Is Your Life.
Well, I get your point.
Yeah.
But at least they didn't have somebody out there trying to make the people interested. Because, like, again, like with the Bailey This Is Your Life, the crowd was quiet. It was about like this.
You can hear two cockroaches fucking. Literally.
You can hear, like, the air conditioner going off.
Face.
Like, dang.
How do you know what cockroach fucking sounds like?
Christ.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I never seen that fuck.
I mean, like, they had that
I never seen them have sex before.
They had that fake ass office. At least when you didn't see people like sleep and shit. I mean, the crowd in that
He
audience
was dead as fuck.
was like, it was like if we were silent right now. That's how bad it was. I mean, Alexa Bliss tried to do her best to keep the fans interested.
But we didn't care.
At least
Nobody
she tried.
cared. God, that segment was so trash. Even people were quiet when Bailey's music hit.
Ow. Ow.
God.
Ow.
Talk about tragic.
Yeah. But anyway, I go back to the question. Could SmackDown be pulling out a triple turn?
Possible.
This story is very interesting, and I would actually be interested in it.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily have Miz be complete face. He still needs to be an
He's got to be a
ass.
twinner.
Yeah, he still needs to be a bit of an ass, but he's got to be the nice guy about it. He can't be super babyface like he was like he tried last time.
That was shit.
That was utter garbage.
That was like Malcolm said. That was shit.
Shit.
That was like dumpster fire on top of dumpster fire.
But it's a heel Daniel Bryan's going to be interesting.
That sounds hard.
Heel Shane McMahon.
It's typical.
We've seen it before.
It's typical.
Personally, at this point, I want him to go away.
Forever.
I literally forgot he was gone till he came back.
Yeah, like.
I didn't think he'd still be commissioner.
Well, yeah, he was still commissioner. It's just like a week or two before Crown Jewel, he came back. No, he came back at SmackDown 1000, which that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
It makes sense for him being on TV leading up to Survivor Series. But after Survivor Series, I don't care if it's that week or the week after, he needs to go away.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because we've seen what happens when Shane McMahon overstays his welcome.
Stupid shit happens.
We get stuck in bogged down programs where it's just a bunch of bickering. Because Shane McMahon and AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, that just bogged everything down. Not to mention Daniel Bryan's return.
Yeah, I thought it was alright when he came back. I mean, they had that WrestleMania.
Well, no, I meant like that whole arc, where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were, just like fighting authority.
Yeah, but I mean...
Shane O'Mac ruined a lot of that because it was just bogged down, bitching, complaining, just bitching and complaining with Daniel Bryan.
Okay, which is worse? Buy or sell, which is worse? Stephanie McMahon on Monday Night Raw or Shane McMahon on SmackDown?
Stephanie.
Buy or sell, which one's worse?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
He said Stephanie on Raw. Because, I mean, we've seen what Culture said about that. And how it just drives the show to... It's like when you watch Raw, it's like, hey, Monday Night Raw. And then Stephanie comes on and it's like, great.
I'll say Shane O'Mac's worse. My reasoning,
Ow, my kneecap. Shit.
at least Stephanie is consistent.
Yeah.
Because in both of the feuds I mentioned, with Shane O'Mac,
Yeah.
he was heel face, heel face, heel face. I'm gonna be fair and honest, but then again, the next week I'm gonna bust out vindication because I don't like this person.
Me personally, I'd buy Shane, sell Stephanie because Stephanie, as much as I like Stephanie in a way, she, unlike her brother, he doesn't go out there and be like, hey, look at me, I'm going to be on TV just so you can see my face every week. He comes in when he needs to be. He's not trying to make the show all about him, unlike his sister.
like I said, it's just consistency. Okay, I don't like Stephanie McMahon. I don't like the character. She's too in your face. It's too grating. Everything negative.
Yeah, the character, I can't stand it.
But it's consistent. It's consistently annoying. It's consistently grating. It's consistently just her being a colossal dick to everybody.
At least Shane doesn't go on TV slapping people.
That's the thing. He can't make up his mind what the hell he was going to do. They were building up this whole tension between Daniel Bryan and Shane. Because Shane has got a vendetta against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn when enough was enough.
Right.
And then Daniel Bryan comes back and it's, oh, hey, suddenly we're on the same page. There's no consistency with Shane.
Well, they had to have something to do for Daniel Bryan, being they cleared him. So I get that aspect of why they did that tag team match at WrestleMania.
It's
So, I mean,
dumb. It's dumb. I'll just be glad when Shane's gone before he can bog down SmackDown.
Again.
Yeah, because SmackDown was great when he was gone.
Yeah.
It was meh when he was there.
It was SmackDown had its moments when he was there before he left. It had its moments.
Yeah, but suddenly 3 hours of Raw was more interesting than SmackDown with Shane on it.
Wow.
That is true. And Raw has its moments too.
Raw has its moments, but SmackDown without Shane? Dynamite. SmackDown with Shane? Nosedive. Who knows?
Oh well.
Yeah, that's 3 count for Raw and SmackDown this week. We're going to do another episode on 205 Live, NXT, and episode 5 and 6 of NXT UK.
Yeah.
They're churning 2 episodes out every week.
Because I see they put episode 5 out Tuesday. And then episode 6, I'm like almost halfway there.
No, it wasn't on Tuesday. It was Wednesday.
I mean episode 6 on Wednesday.
Are they up? I thought
Episode 5 came out Tuesday. Episode 6 came out Wednesday.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm about halfway on episode 6.
Okay. I've watched both episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, killer. This whole week has been killer on the network stuff. Let's see. We're going to have a review of Lucha Underground Quattro.
Yes.
We still got to watch part 2. If people on YouTube will ever put that up.
Yep.
We're going to be doing a preview and review of Survivor Series and War Games.
War Games?
Oh, yeah.
We're also in the middle of a vintage review of Progress Wrestling's Hello Wembley.
Which is fan-motherfucking-tastic.
Oh yeah, we're down to the last 3 matches.
Yes.
In fact, I heard good things about the second to last match. So, I definitely have to check it out. But, God, I've already got like 2 unpassed matches of the night already.
The whole show itself has been fantastic.
It's just 2 matches stand out from the pack.
But if you got the Progress app or the network, streaming network service, check it out.
I think it's a Pivot Share. Because you sign up for a subscription and you don't get just Progress. You also get like WXW and all their affiliates.
Oh, cool.
And it's really cool.
And how much is it again?
I think it's like $8.
Oh, can't beat that.
It's cheaper than WWE Network.
Yeah.
I may be confused because Defiance Network is like $8. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else you want to work on?
I got a ranting coming up soon about America's team, known as the Dallas Cowboys.
They
Yeehaw.
suck.
And then top 10 potential MVP quarterbacks for the NFL season.
I already know about a few of them.
Yeah. So we'll work on that. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Just wait on it.
We'll have stuff coming down the pipeline.
Right.
You know, like our vintage review of Hello Wembley.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's going to be a long project considering all 3 of us are watching it at the same time.
Even though we're like 2 months late.
Well, I mean, it happened the week of All In.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, not the week. The month All In happened is like
September.
yeah. But other than that, that being said, I am War Machine MJ. That's Rodimus Prime. That's Mainstream Malcolm, and we are the 3 Count Mafia. And we will see you guys next time.
Bam.